Welcome back here, guys. Still continuing my Week 1 previews here tonight. This video is for the game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. It'll be played at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And the Jaguars, the big story with the Jaguars, both during the draft and the entire preseason, was Blake Bortles. Although that's been the case, and although I think he's exceeded expectations early on, Gus Bradley has not wavered from the fact that he's going to start Chad Henne. He's never said anything different. He's never alluded to starting Bortles in the first game. So I would have to assume he's going to go Chad Henne here in the opener. When you combine Chad Henne with Toby Gerhart, who I'm intrigued to see, how does he handle a full load of carries, never being the man, obviously, in Minnesota? I think the Jaguars are headed in the right direction, but I don't think they're there yet to be able to hang with a team like the Eagles. You look at the Eagles, they're pretty much a well-oiled machine that's ready to win now. You have Nick Foles now starting the year as the quarterback, the unencumbered starter in Philadelphia. Be interested to see how the Eagles use Darren Sproles and LaShawn McCoy together on the field. I'm sure the Jaguars linebackers and safeties are really excited about that, having to deal with those two guys coming out of the backfield. Who steps into that Deshaun Jackson role? How quick can Jeremy Maclin sort of be all the way back from his injury and contribute at the level he needs to? How do they implement Jordan Matthews and Zach Ertz here? And obviously they still have Riley Cooper, who was pretty steady last year for him. So what seems to be a plethora of weapons in Philly, a solid offensive line in Philly, who will go up against a Jacksonville defensive line that added some veterans in the offseason, most notably Red Bryant and Chris Clemens, who both played for Gus Bradley when he was the defensive coordinator with the Seahawks. So I just think in this particular game, I think where you can get the Eagles is their pass rush isn't great, and I think if your quarterback has time to throw, you can either A, exploit their secondary, or B, if you have a physical offensive line, and I think we saw it with the Saints last year, really take it to the Eagles from a physical standpoint. I just don't think the Jaguars have the personnel on the offensive side of the ball to be able to take advantage of either of those. And this is a Eagles team, although not overly impressive in terms of star power on that defense. They did have a pretty significant stretch of holding teams under 21 points last year, and they got better as the season went on. So, again, I don't think Chad Henne's the worst quarterback in the league. I'd like to see Bortles, but again, I'm not going to question Caldwell and Bradley because I think they got this thing headed in the right direction. I just think in the end in this one, Philly just has too much firepower, and I don't think that Jaguars offense can exploit the weaknesses that may be in that Eagles defense. Philly at home opener, should be nice weather at Lincoln Financial Field. Everything to me here screams Eagles, and I like Philly minus the 10. It's a lot of points first week of the year when you're a little bit unsure how things are going to unfold, but minus 10, Philadelphia. At home versus Jacksonville. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe, guys. Previewing every game. Always talking the NFL on here. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.